York. Ebro in the morning on Hot 97.
You were just telling me a story about you have a tradition of getting high with one of your friends and weeping together?
Yeah, we have this thing where me and my friend have a rough time around the holidays because he lost his mom and I lost my dad, so we hate the holidays. So we do shrooms to kind of cleanse ourselves.
Sure.
And we were crying really hard and we were peaking and it was amazing.
How long do you cry for?
At least 2 hours.
Wow.
Yeah, it's like getting all the bad crap out.
You know, a lot of we actually have audio of this. All right, sorry, keep going.
Exactly. From that clip from 07. Never fails.
Somewhere deep down in my heart,
You still love me.
love you.
Okay, so you guys are in the middle of your crying
We're
session.
fully peaking. It's awesome. And then our friend comes over who is not on shrooms or anything, and he sees us crying, and then he starts crying and making it about himself. And this is a guy who has two parents. And this is what he was crying about. He goes, guys, I know how you feel. He goes, my sister, she doesn't follow me on Instagram, and she just doesn't support me and doesn't like me, and I don't get it. And we were just like, what? You're not even on drugs. You're just crying. And he's like, I just love that we're such good friends. I was like, get out of my house. I kicked him out. I was like, get out of my house. We're not talking for a while. It was insane.
You're not a part of this cry session.
It was insane. And he was weeping about his sister not following him on Instagram.
Oh, God, that's amazing. That reminds me of a Chappelle bit that Chappelle used to do 20 years ago about when Jews and black people get together and start talking about hardships, and then Irish people show up and are like, and what about the potato famine? And he's like, shut up, we're talking about real problems here. There's a rumor out there, guys.
What's that?
That Floyd Mayweather is already in conversations to come back to fight, not in a boxing ring, but in the UFC Octagon.
What?
That is the word. Supposedly Dana White is the one saying this. Now let's remember.
The trustworthy Dana White.
You're right. I wouldn't necessarily refer to him as the trustworthy. You're right. However, he was always the one sort of giving the information on Floyd Conor that turned out to be true.
Right.
No one's closer to it.
I would love to see it.
It would be, it's the only thing left for Floyd to do, right?
Right. I mean, it's just like another spectacle.
That's what, and they could make, how much money?
Because that's really the question.
Whatever they made on that boxing match will be doubled.
I think more for this.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
To see the greatest, arguably, certainly top 5 boxers of all time get into a friggin', let's be honest, it's a cage.
It's a cage.
To see, boxing, there's something about boxing that's the sweet science. There's something really beautiful about it. To see him take off the big gloves and get into a cage and fight, a man who's worth almost $1 billion.
Fighting on other previous fighters' blood that's stained in the octagon. Every time I'm like, can they clean that?
I know, it's like...
Can they get the blood off the floor before the next match?
Now, so you would be interested in this?
Absolutely.
And I think, and also, remember, guys, Floyd is very smart. He knows that the main money people spend is in the hopes that he might lose. If he fights Conor McGregor, it's not only hopes that he might lose, it will be expected that he will lose.
Right.
And he knows, as much as he has pride, he got his 50-0 in boxing. If he loses in UFC, who cares? Has nothing to do with his boxing record. And he knows people are spending money to watch him lose.
He'll be in the same position Conor was.
Yes.
It's like, it doesn't matter if Conor wins or loses. It doesn't matter.
That's what makes it genius.
Yeah.
Why not? Why not do one more? If you could have one more night of work and potentially net, I don't know, 150 million,
Pull
200
off the biggest
million.
hustle.
He'll make $500 million off that. I think he made like 350 off that last fight.
It's a lot of money. That could, I think that's an actual possibility.
Yeah, I mean, that's a lot. I'm doing Dockers commercials out here.
Do you literally do a Dockers commercial?
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah.
When did you do a Dockers commercial? Were you Brett Favre?
Do you have anything else on the sheet that we could talk about?
You know what I'm talking about?
Not,
Okay, this Hillary Clinton tattoo.
and not my stretchy khakis.
You did a stretchy khaki commercial?
I did.
Dude, you're such a man.
Thank you.
That is like a real, like...
I'm a man's man.
That's how they know who your SNL audience is.
Yeah,
They're
all
like,
white
we know who
people.
watches SNL. Get them a khaki commercial right away.
Cotton Dockers.
By the way, I'm getting tweets right and left from people saying that they want you to know that black people love you.
Oh,
Do people think that you're like biracial?
yes. I would say 75% of people think I am.
And in fact, your ethnic background is just
I'm just a
White.
Irish Jew.
you're half Irish, half Jew?
Yeah.
Your dad was Irish?
My mom was Irish. My dad was Jewish.
Your dad was Jewish?
Yeah. I just found out like this year. My mom just never told me.
You're a new Jew?
Yeah, I mean, I was raised Catholic, and then like I just like did that blood test, that ancestry stuff.
Yeah.
And I was like, where's this 48% Jew coming from? And my mom's like, oh yeah, your dad's side.
What? And you're like, no, you never mentioned
I was like,
this?
you never mentioned this ever.
How was this received in the David household?
Oh, it was a celebration.
Okay,
Yeah.
hold on. So, for
Yeah.
people who don't know, Pete's girlfriend Cassie David, her dad's Larry David. So this is a Jewish family,
Very Jewish family.
and they're
yes.
and not religious but proud.
Yeah.
So he had to be pumped. He already loves you.
Oh, I always wanted to be Jewish, and now I'm ecstatic.
48%.
Yeah.
Are you already circumcised?
Yeah.
Nah, I was going to say we can have the.
You're going too far, man. You're going too far.
See,
What?
White guys don't even blink about asking about circumcision.
No, yeah. What about how's your wiener?
Oh, my wiener's
Hey,
great. Fully circumcised.
We don't want to know this.
You don't-
We're not.
You don't want to know whether I'm circumcised?
No.
Well, I
I have pictures.
No, come on. You want to send me yours?
Yeah,
We'll
absolutely.
trade
All right.
we'll
Yeah.
trade pictures.